All right, boys, it's time for Cuck or Be Cucked.
Cuck, 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 cuck,
Cuck or Be Cucked. Righty, boys, I've got one for this week. Actually involves the man sitting across from me. Manny, you were there. You witnessed all of this
greatness.
cuckoldery. Kush was not there, and so I'm going to paint you a picture, Kush.
Yeah.
I hope that's a word, the adverb for it.
Yeah.
So we did a thing called pub golf last night, Kush, which I condescendingly explained to you earlier was a pub crawl with the golf.
Pubs, right?
I tried to stop him half explanations. I'm like, I know, but he kept going.
Anyway, we had 8 of us, so there was 3.
Kush probably asked an honest question. What is it?
No, he actually didn't even ask. He just asked, what did you guys do last night?
He said pub golf, and I was like, pub golf? Like, I knew it, but I was just surprised. And then he was like, well, pub golf is fucking brought out the Webster's dictionary.
Anyway, there was 8 of us, and there was 2 teams of 3 and 1 team of 2, and so all 3 of us ended up on different teams.
Yep.
And we started around 6-ish, and so we all got there at 6, except for Ro, who had other things, more important things to do apparently. So his team had 2 people who were not renowned to be big drinkers.
Okay.
And so they were worried already because they were hoping that Ro would carry the team.
Yeah.
So Ro rocks up an hour late and had missed 1 drink already. And his team...
Should we explain what pub golf is?
Yes.
Oh, sorry,
It's
apologies.
very confusing otherwise.
Sorry, apologies. My
And can
bad.
you actually explain it? Not whatever fuckery you told him.
Sorry, apologies. Let's take that back a second then.
Freya, what is pub golf?
Sorry. Pub golf, to explain, is you go to 9 different pubs, and at every pub, there's a different drink. And every drink has its par.
Like golf.
Yeah.
Literally, you might have a beer, and you have to do it in 1 sip, for example. And if you do it in 2, you get +1 on your score. Have I described that well enough?
Yes. The lowest score wins at the end of the
game
night.
is lowest score. So you want to down the drinks in as little sips as possible, in essence.
Yeah.
Now, obviously, problem is you go hard early, drink too many in 1 sip, but the alcohol starts hitting. So you're on hole 6.
And you're
throwing up. Now, that's also punishment. Manny's got some whole rules. +10.
Rules. This is the official international guide to pub golf.
Oh, we're playing real rules.
I'm not making up rules.
Okay.
So there's punishments like if you spill your drink, it's like +1 to your score. If you throw up, +5. If you get kicked out, +10, like shit like that.
Okay.
So there's a lot of stipulations here.
Yeah.
So we started off nice and early at 6. And the first one was beers. You had to do it in 1 sip. So, tough, really. Especially if you're not a beer drinker, it's a bit bitter. It's nice and cold and crisp. Hurts the throat as it goes down, right? So it's a tough challenge. And Ro is a beer connoisseur. He deletes the beers.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, this man had deserted his team, left them high and dry, and left them to pick up the slack.
Another poor show of captaincy.
No, I wasn't captain of this team.
Poor showing.
Yeah.
This team there was co-captains, all 3 of us. Responsibility lies on
That's
all.
what they say when the ship starts
Poor
sinking.
delegation. That is poor.
So anyway, he missed the first one, the beers, and he rocked up at 7. And this team was already on struggle street, like I said. So immediately, cucked them just by being late. Purely.
Sorry, I forgot this is Cuck or Be Cucked. Like, I completely forgot.
And then this man rocks up and he's tired. He's low energy. He's jebbing. And he said he hasn't eaten all day. So man has rocked up to a drinking event without eating.
What did you do beforehand that made you...
I don't,
Multi-level marketing.
don't need to get it. It's basically a bit of a scam Manny thinks. I'm paying to make friends, essentially.
Scam?
Say less.
Yes.
That needs to be explained more than what pub golf is. What the fuck is this?
No, I was just like this meetup thing.
That he paid to meet people on a fucking island. Fucking Jeffrey Epstein might have been there, you fuckwit.
Cockatoo Island in Sydney. Yeah, it was a bit of fun.
What is going on? What?
That's besides the point.
Why I was late, essentially I was just out with other people. And then I already told these guys I was going to be
He was
late,
on a
so-
deserted island that didn't give him food.
Can I just also say, Cockatoo Island, by the way, 1 cafe, and like your story about Fratelli Fresh, no items. I had banana bread. That's all I had to eat that day. Anyway, sorry, go on.
Wow.
And by the way, can I also say, I did tell the team I was going to be late. I knew I had this thing in advance. I was like, boys, stay on stay on, work hard for the first hole. I'll be there for the
Look, a
second.
shit captain can also have good courtesy. Like, that's fine.
All right.
But let's keep that in mind. He said he'll be there for the second hole.
So he comes for the second
Okay.
hole, and then we tell him second hole is shots. This man immediately says, "I'm not doing shots." So his team now has to do back-to-back drinks. They had to force themselves to drink beer. Now they're going to do shots as well.
I don't love shots, I'll be honest with you.
And then he starts barking at his teams like, "What? You guys need to do better." You know,
I didn't do that.
you did because one of them took 2 sips to drink the beer, and you're like, "What?"
That was outrageous. The small beers had to be done in one.
And then we move on. So I think we were at probably the 5th one, and this one at this point, everyone started to feel it a bit. And so this one, Manny says, is a redemption round. And so for this one, basically means we had a drink. So I think it was vodka lemonade. So you had to do that. And then after that, there was extracurriculars. So if you ordered any extra drink, every one you got was a -1 on your score. So you could try and do a comeback, basically.
Right, okay.
You can choose not to do a drink, or you can. And this is off the back of when we were walking to this venue. Rohit's like, "Does anyone want to do an extra drink with me?"
I just wanted to sip on something.
He was offering beers. Everyone, "You want to get a beer with me, Shane? You want to get a beer with me?"
Bit of sabotage, I thought.
So this was to play into your favor.
So everyone ordered my team, we just had one extra, because we were winning anyway. So let's not kill ourselves here. We'll just get one extra. Just keep the vibe going. Rose's team ordered 5 extra drinks. Rose's drink comes. He first tried to order a beer.
Yeah, because I wanted to sip.
And he also wanted to be a big man. So his team ordered like 3 drinks. And then my team already decided we're going to do 5. And then I ordered 5 with the waiter. And the waiter starts leaving. It's like, Rohit's like, "Oh, wait, can I also get 2
An
more
additional.
G&Ts?"
Yeah.
So he's trying to being a big man.
No, it was trying to be a big man. You guys went 5. If we didn't go 5, then we're behind. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, you got to keep up with the team. Manny's setting the pace. We've got to go with.
Anyway, he tried to order a beer. They had no beers. So he settled for a wine. And I think they thought they were trying to do us a favor. They thought, oh, maybe these guys are having a good night. So they brought out the wine. It was a double shot.
so bad.
It was a double pouring of wine.
It was like 400 ml of wine. Legit, I'm drinking like half the bottle.
Because on the glass, there's lines for like 1 standard, 2
Yeah.
standards. He was up to the second line.
Yeah, this guy is a generous sport. And usually I would love this, I would appreciate him so much because he's given me free alcohol essentially. But in the context of last night, a bit of a cucking.
It's all equal weighting. So there's no point doing extra.
Yeah, so not only have I ordered 2 extra wines, I've ordered 2 wines, which are double strength, essentially.
Yeah.
Nightmare.
And that's what you want. At this point, everyone was feeling like pretty full. So like you didn't want volume at this point.
No.
You wanted the least amount of liquid with the most amount of alcohol. And we had a rule as well as part of the redemption round was if you wanted to get those extra points, like the minus points, you had to drink your drink with your non-dominant hand.
Right, okay.
And so if you drank it with your dominant hand, it's void game.
Okay.
So anyway, so Ro gets his wine and he tries to argue with us. He's like,
Starts yelling at all of us.
he's like,
"Oh, look at the line.
he's like, oh, it's a double, so I should be getting -2 for this drink alone.
I should. That's that. I literally am drinking 2
And
drinks.
so he was holding it up like this, like just violently pushing it in our face. And then I'm like, all right, if you drink it, I'll give you -2.
Yeah.
And
At
then,
this point, I was confused. Because I didn't want to give him -2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
but I'm like, no, allow it. And then so finally, these guys got on board, and Ro takes a nice big long. And to be honest, he didn't need to finish it in one.
I did. That was part of the rules.
Was it? Okay.
Yes.
To get the -2, he had to.
Okay, so he downs almost 500 mils of wine in one go.
Yeah.
Problem is, he was drinking it with his right hand.
So he thought he was doing his team a favor of getting it all down to get
Yeah, I'm being a hero at this point in my eyes. But these guys are playing mind games here.
And then when we told him, you should
Tomfoolery.
have seen the look on his other team members when we said he was drinking it with his wrong hand.
So I'm literally down 500 mils of wine for nothing. For literally no reason.
And then you had your 2 G&Ts, which you ordered, which came. And then I'm pretty sure one of them you spilt. And so there was another +1 that got added to their score.
Yeah.
So in that space, you drank so much wine, you didn't even get the bonus points. And then you got +1 because you spilt it.
Just liquid dripping down his. And he had to wipe it away. And he's also claiming he didn't spill. Like, brother, you have to wipe it away. It's spillage.
Because when you're sculling, like, sometimes the liquid dribbles down your chin a bit.
He was trying to argue it while there was literal, you could see the liquid on his shirt.
Yeah, okay. Fine.
And then we finally got to the final hole. And this is where the fuckery began, where we had one more redemption round.
Okay.
So again, same rules. You could order whatever you want. And then if you, again, drank it with your non-dominant hand, you'll get the points. And this time, Ro did it properly. Except the problem is this man ended up throwing up
When?
at the end.
Like 2 hours later.
Let's go. What happened in between?
Let's not. Come on, don't do me dirty. I took the drink, right?
Okay.
All right. Now we're at putt-putt. So we're playing putt-putt.
Playing actual golf at the end.
Yeah.
Okay.
And basically that was also in considered to the game. And like, I remember one hole. I remember one hole yelling at Manu's girlfriend for cheating. And then I went to the bathroom to just like reorient myself. Like I literally opened my phone. I work for a meditation company. Did a meditation on the bathroom.
He was sitting on the floor in the bathroom stall. I thought he was throwing up.
Kate James, by the way, amazing teacher. She's got some really good stuff.
Big up.
And then, so we were all looking for Ro. Rose.
Also, in the middle of this, I go to the bathroom. This putt-putt's separated. One side is putt-putt, the other side is bowling.
Yeah.
The bowling section is closed. This man's just sitting by the ball, just like dead on his chair. And I'm like, how are you, mate? He's like, I'm too waved.
I'm very waved at that stage.
So then, finally, so while he's waving out and barely playing putt-putt, his team is still doing work. They've still done all the redemption shots, and they're playing golf, and they're playing pretty well.
Yeah.
And they've done everything they can to try and carry this man
That was a massive
to a win.
liability.
And then,
You know, putt-putt's over.
Yeah.
Because putt-putt played into the score, we had to get everyone's scores. I had to count them all up, and then we add the final score of pub golf, and we'll announce a winner and a loser. Whilst I'm counting, I see some fucking man run past me through the door, and I'm like, what's going on here? I see Penny chasing him.
You saying people are crying out.
You're saying.
Ro just legged it. So he got out of the bathroom stall. He did his meditation, and now he needed some cardio. Yeah. So Ro just legged it. And so now
He lives like 3 kilometers away, 3 kilometers away.
Very far.
he's like, fuck it, I'll run home at 1 a.m.
I've done that walk many a time.
Okay.
And so his girlfriend chases after him, and then me and my other friend had to go get the car and go chase after those two. Because Ro got halfway up the hill, he's like, fuck it, I give up. I'm sitting right here. And so we drove past and we just see Ro just sitting on the grass. And his girlfriend was like, if I leave, he's going to get up and run again. So I have to watch him. So then we pick him up, and we get in, and Ro apparently thought it was an Uber. Because Ro gets in and he looks at the front. He's like, you don't remember this, but you're like,
Yeah.
oh, Sen. And you sounded genuinely surprised to see me.
I must have thought Sen was in the Uber, like we're at Uber pool and he's managed to get a ride. Anyways, yeah.
And then, so we start driving, and then your girlfriend's like to our other friend who was driving. I wasn't driving, just for the record. You know, I was a good man. I didn't get behind the wheel. Anyway, so she was
Your
driving.
teammate who was 10 beers deep was behind the wheel.
Your girlfriend says to her, oh, drive real slow, please. And you immediately is like, no, please drive as fast as you can. Get me home. And so we drove the 2-minute drive to your house. We let you and your girlfriend out, and you literally you stumble behind the car for some reason.
Yeah.
You bend over, you disappear for a second, and then you
Yeah.
get up and you start stumbling, and you walk into your driveway, and I see you literally like, you fall and you catch yourself on your car that's sitting on the driveway.
Good save.
And your girlfriend's like, are you okay? And you literally just fend her off. Like you're playing rugby league.
Don't
and, like,
argue.
Big don't argue. You push her off, tell her to fuck off. And then you just stumble into your house. And anyway, your girlfriend gets back in the car and we start reversing back out.
Yeah.
And as we reverse, we just saw a big puddle of vomit behind the
Oh
car.
no. I actually didn't even think. Oh, that's a shame.
And so because you vomited, your team got another +5.
Okay, can I?
After the game, because we didn't conclude the game yet.
Can I-
If you didn't fucking run, the game would have been over and you could have thrown up.
Can I ask, Kush?
Yeah.
All right. Does that count? Should I be counted as throw up? Because the game had finished. Manny had finished the game.
The game had not concluded. Scores had not been announced. The Olympics are not over until the closing ceremony.
Nah, I'm going to
Olympics-
say that doesn't need to count. Nah, if the game's
Thank you.
Wimbledon is not over until they give the medals out.
No, the Wimbledon is over. All right, after the game is finished, which it had.
I'm
But
going to
the
be with
scores
Ro
were
there.
not added up yet.
Can I
Nah, we're right
mention
there.
no one else came close to throwing up?
It
no
doesn't
one else
matter.
is-
It doesn't
yeah.
matter. The game's finished at that point. It doesn't matter.
Scores were not added up. The rule is the scores have to be added up.
You don't have to be there for the
And
score
it's
to
not
be added up.
my fault that the scores weren't added up and I didn't announce them. You did on your
No
own
one's blaming you. I'm not blaming. It's no one's fault. It's no one's fault.
Because you threw up, champion.
But the game was finished.
The game is not finished.
But anyway, your team's hard work and effort. The rest of them,
Yeah.
they drank a lot. They played golf pretty well. I think they came second, or third, or fourth in the actual golf itself as well.
Out of 8.
Out of 8.
It's not great.
The audacity of this man.
And all of that undone.
Did you guys come first and second then?
Yes, me and my
Oh,
other
wow.
friend did.
That's big.
So, of course, where do we begin? This man was nothing but an anchor to his team. And mind you, the entire time, this man was forcing his teammates to drink.
Yeah, because I knew I was going to be a liability. I was like, I'm tired. I'm just going to let the team do the work here.
Well, I think it's just give him the maximum amount of cockatoos. He came ready to pre-cuck the team already. Like before he even arrived on the scene, he'd cuck them already by not eating, by going to Cockatoo Island and having one banana bread.
Cockatoo Island.
Cuck the team there already.
And at the first venue, I even offered him food. There was food on the table. I offered him food. He said, no, thank you.
You know when you like haven't eaten all day and your stomach shrinks and you just don't feel like eating? That was a rookie mistake. That's what actually went on. You know what went wrong? We were supposed to go to a burger joint for a drink and that was going to be like my pit stop for food. Do you know what I'm saying? Everyone wanted to eat there, but then we just skipped that hole for some reason. I don't remember why we did that.
Running out of time.
Oh, is that why?
But I will say, you did end up doing that shot. So you ended up coming, and the first thing you ever did, you didn't even eat food or anything. You just did a shot to begin with.
Oh, yeah. That was, yeah.
So I did respect that, but it did take about 20 minutes of your teammates trying to negotiate with you to do the shot.
Begging and pleading.
Yeah.
Well, yes, we look forward to you doing the punishment, Ro.
Oh, that is right. The losing team does get a punishment, and Ro has been put up as the sacrificial lamb by his teammates to take the punishment.
Sen? Which is decided by the winning team, I must say. So congratulations on your win, first of all, Sen.
So we
I
needed
actually
a
don't know
punishment.
this. What is it?
And so we were thinking of a punishment. We asked one of the bartenders, and he said the losing team have to put up an Instagram story saying how much they miss their ex.
Oh.
So like a video, or even just like a.
Oh, no. No, that's bullcrap.
But then, no, relax.
Relax. He did say yes.
But like,
It's a good punishment,
It's
though.
probably a bit too much to
harsh.
do a story.
It is
It's
harsh.
fucking aggressive. So we toned it back and we said just a DM.
To the ex.
Just to
in
that
question?
ex, yeah.
Oh,
Just
that's-
saying how much you miss them and
So can I also ask, why is the rest of my team? I will put my hands up and say, I may have lost it for the team that night.
so there you go. Why do we need to go any
Yeah, but
further?
also the team was shit. He did point out, well, it was like, what, 2 sips for a beer or something like
I
that.
know.
I think that team also needs to have a punishment overall.
How can one person suddenly it's a team sport, but then suddenly when we lose, it's a one-man job?
You still cost 70% of that loss without a doubt.
Probably 95%.
Yeah.
No, but that other 30% has to be accounted for as well. Like,
Thank you.
They should be punished too, I think. I think they should be punished as well.
If the whole team has to get punished, the whole team has to get punished.
The whole team has to get
I
punished.
think so.
And Sen's girlfriend's on this team, so Sen, choose your punishment wisely, my friend.
That's why I think it should only be Ro. Ro and Ro alone. And I think Miguel will agree with me on that
I
one.
agree with you on that one.
No way.